Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce
Fail to
astounding
connect the
flavor.
stream.
But unlocking that potential takes
Wait
a
a
keen
minute.
sense of
Wait a
smell,
freaking minute.
a refined palate, and an
We're
open
not having
mind.
the same issue again, are we? Please tell me we're not. We're not? I'm live? Okay, I'm live, yay. I don't know why, but it said I was having trouble connecting or something. Okay, let's see. Quickly gonna fix the YouTube chat thingy on my Bobius. Live. There we go. Now it's fixed, and hopefully I will not miss any of the chat again. Don't worry, guys. Soon. We will start. I'm considering if I should start with her story, or if I should start with pulling. That is the good question. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. But wasn't there like some Genshin live stream? Hold on, Genshin live stream. I think there was like, if you do like some. I remember this Genshin Impact streamer recruitment event on Twitch. There was like some events. I don't know if they still do that, but there was like oh my god, those are old. Where you can like, if you stream a certain amount of hours of Genshin, you'd get rewards or something. I don't remember.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
I shall put the invitation link if anyone's a returning player into the YouTube description. So if anyone's interested in returning to Genshin Impact, I will have an invitation. Where is it? Okay, claim. Wait, what? Is this the right account? Why do I have 3 gears? Oh, I didn't mean not do that. Right now, I think I have copy link. I will put that in the YouTube description. Let's see where it is. See. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the level. For not for returning against. Did I just completely forget how to type? Oh my god, why is this? Is that the whole link? Is that the whole thing? Promise, is that my code? Yes, it is. Okay, that's good. We have a link there now. Okay, let's see. It's excited for Skirk as I am. I think we're gonna start off with stories so we could wait for the people coming back from work or whoever says a bit busy is excited for some Skirk polls because I am excited for Skirk polls. I am so freaking excited. Gotta close this real quick. Dun, dun, dun,
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But
So,
that potential takes a keen sense
hi,
of smell,
Dazzle, how you
a refined
doing?
palate,
I think we're
and
gonna
an
start off
open
with the
mind.
story, but I'm warning you guys, it's gonna be spoilers for those who care. Because I usually like to do the story quest for the character I'm pulling on, so I could, you know, bond with them a little bit, you know. So basically, she's an amputee. She got her arms and legs chopped off, and then she's like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna use abyssal power to generate myself new arms and legs." I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm still thinking about the Subnautica release. Subnautica. Close this. Can't have too many things open. I figured out how to add the YouTube chat on my OBS docs. That's good. Yeah, that's what I was saying. For those who care and who don't care, they can continue watching. What's the way it was? I don't know if you probably guys do not notice it, right? Because it is downscaled. So hopefully it doesn't look as bad for you guys as it looks for me. But you know, it's all good. Wait. I just realized my model is not scaled properly. Not my model, but my VTS. No, I didn't mean to resize myself here, buddy. Push the resolution set. There we go. Should be fine now. Thank you. It's the same model. I just recolored it and added a hat. I forgot I wanted to add this thing. It's a what do you call it? A pool ring. I forgot what they're called. They added a cool thing. Swimming tube that's what it's called. Is that really what it's called? I also want to change the color of it, so. Set the color. Set the color. Outline, shading, outline made. We can change the name. Aqua. Can make it for you. I make it orange because that's your favorite color. So we're gonna go with orange. Which version of the demi model? I think I shaved it as item, right? The OG demi. Yeah, I will pull it out after I recolor the balloon. I'll call it a balloon. Whatever's. Shading front. What the? Front, bottom. That is some weird shading, but yeah, okay. That is some very odd shading. I'm gonna change the blue parts. Not this, not. Did we do that? Yeah, we did. Outline, art mesh. Oh, that one. Some of these art meshes are not named properly, so how would I know? This is the most orange I can make, I think, for some reason. Top line. And then there's like the back top. What the hell, Bill? Whoa. I want it to be transparent, so. Is this, yeah, that's orange. I want this shadow. It's the shadow.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential
I think
takes
this
a
is the
keen
shading.
sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
Yeah, but now it looks like a peat on it, so I gotta turn it darker. Wow, that's the best shading you can do, buddy. Actually, it doesn't matter because you won't see that part. Anyway, I just realized. So, oh yeah, I already had set that up already. Oops. I forgot I locked items. I must unlock items.
To that end, a chef must
there we
be
go.
able to wield a
We
knife
have a
with the same level of precision
tube.
as a surgeon.
Is it attached to me though? Is the question.
Perfect.
I don't know. Oh, I like it when it wiggles like that. That's good. Okay, let's go with that. You wearing it as a hat? Yeah, I was for a moment. It's hard with goat horns. You know what I mean? It's quite difficult. Quite difficult. Okay. La 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 la. Oh yeah, I have wait, where did I go? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Who ate it? I didn't eat it. I did not eat it, I swear. I probably didn't eat it. Where is
Even
it?
the most unassuming ingredients can
Oh
produce
my god.
astounding flavor.
I almost started
But
cooking plastic.
unlocking
I
that
just realized.
potential
My
takes
bad.
a keen sense of
Where is it?
smell,
Where
a
is it? Wait,
refined
did I
palate,
get text
and an
messages
open
earlier?
mind.
No, I didn't.
Which should I choose?
Um. Uh. What? Okay, that's why one of you stole it. I knew it. I knew it. Of course you guys would do that. Why wouldn't you? Steal my stuff, will you?
Know of any
Okay, you know what? Wait,
I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen.
Where
once
is
in a
it?
while. It's a great way to find new
I'm
inspiration.
going insane. Did I put it? Like, did I actually put it somewhere? Oh well, I'm drinking water anyway. That part is true. I am already insane. Whatever. You can call me insane all you want to. Okay, you know what? It's not fine! Oh, I found it. it was right there. Of course, I looked for it. I always look for the. Oh. Oh. I gotta change something in OBS. The color stuff is a little bit weird.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
This one over there or this one? Yeah, that's one better. Okay. Just realized the balloon is still a bit blue, but just pretend it's just plastic. I don't know. Okay. I have a bell. So when I need your attention, when we're gonna be pulling, you know, we will pull that shit out. So, you know, and then you know it's time for gambling. Demi, you should do a waifu tier list for the gacha games you play, Smash or Pass. Absolutely, I agree. We should do that now. Hold on. I'm sure there is already a pre-existing one. We're gonna start with Genshin. Genshin tier list maker. They have the newest. Who the fuck is that? Oh my god, I just got spoilers. I don't know who that is. Is this a fake character? I don't know who that is. Okay.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen
Smash
once in a
or
while.
Pass
It's
first.
a great way to find new inspiration.
There we go. I changed the title. Okay. I'm gonna open the browser. Where is it? There we go. I found it. There we go. Okay. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller, maybe? Or like, put it like this. Because that's all I can see, probably. Yeah, okay, so... Smash... What should be? Smash, yeah? What should we... What should we put in instead of, Should it just be Smash or Pass? Or should be there something in between, like a gray line?
An important part of cooking is making
That is
sure
a good
the
question,
ingredients
right?
absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice
because I'm not gonna smash
perfect.
a child. Oops. Oh, I'm also gonna make maybe a furry tier. Furry. And or maybe I should add a Mary one too. Impregnate? Okay. Do you want it instead of Smash? Or should it be like a higher than Smash? Can I make it? I can't make it wider. I can add an extra one, right? Where did I add an extra one? Oopsie. Yeah, but I don't know how to add an extra one. Oh, add a row above. Okay. Mary. Maybe I should add a kill one too, just in case. No, I ain't gonna be that controversial. Okay. Okay. We're gonna start with this. This guy, that's a child. Well, technically, maybe not. Well, I don't actually know how old they are at this point because, weird timelines. Hi, Pochi. We're doing a Smash or a pass with Genshin characters first before we pull. I must say no, because I actually don't know how. I think they might be like ancient. We still don't know the lore yet, so who fucking knows? Also no. I would. You know what? Actually, I need to make a. Wait. I need to make a new tier. I just realized. Hold on. Add a row above. Step on me. Yeah, this is like the characters I let them. I would let them step on me. Where did I put Jean? Where did you go? Where'd you go?
An important part
Did I
of
just
cooking
lose her?
is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef
Well, we'll
must be
find her
able to
soon.
wield
Yeah,
a
I would let
knife
her
with the
step on
same
me.
level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes
But I would be too
perfect.
afraid to smash her on my own. Like it would be like second right side by the blue heart. Oh yeah. So like impregnate is like, yeah, absolutely. Smash is like, they're hot, and I would probably make my move on them. But step on me is like they would have to make the move on me.
Can produce astounding flavors.
Step toward Anushi.
Unlocking
Hi
that
Azra.
potential takes a keen sense of smell, a
Hi
refined
Butchie.
palate, and an open mind.
I think she was a child. I don't remember. I would marry her. I would marry Noel. I think that was also a child. I don't remember how old Sucrose is. But I'm gonna put her in the furry tier because she is like, we don't know what type of animal she is, but I'm gonna say nuh-uh. I don't know how old. I think she has like eighth grade syndrome, but I don't know how old she is. She might be an adult, but no. I'm gonna say no to Mona because I don't think I could support her lifestyle. I don't think I could. And also, I don't want her to read. She can like read your future, and I don't want her to read my future because she would probably consider me as bad fortune anyway. I don't know their ages. This guy is fucking over 500 years old, and also he's taking the body of his best friend, so that's not even what he looks like. But I'm gonna say nah. I'm not interested in this guy because he has a he's an alcoholic, and he has I don't think I want to drag my husband back and forth from a bar whenever I want to do stuff.
It's a great way to find
Thanks for the spot. You don't care, does it? No. I also don't remember how old she is. They're gay, so no. These two, they're gay. No. She's not technically a child. She is a zombie, and but the whole 500-year-old trope. But not interested because she looks like a child. So, he might be Razor might be a little bit too low IQ for me. I mean, he is a himbo, but no. You know what? I'll put him in a furry tier and then a furry tier list because he is a dog. He acts like a dog. He is a dog, and he only knows dog, basically. I'm scared of him. I don't think I would. He would probably gaslight me all the time. Also not interested because this motherfucker kept doing my 50-50s. He's a child. Oh my god, I would let her step on me for sure. I would let Ningguang step on me. Also, Beidou would let her step on me. But they are lesbian. I'm on this almost 100. Watch, what the fuck do you mean? Wait, I need to put this like so you guys chat would show up. Okay. What do you mean by that? Low IQ sounds perfect. Okay, okay. Whatever. All right. I feel like she's also lesbian and she would be too busy for me. I do like her, but not too interested. She looks like a child. She's definitely a child, 100%. Uh, he would gaslight me to death. Also looks like a child.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding
He is
flavor.
grandpa, of course.
But
I'm not really
unlocking
interested.
that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open
Maybe
mind.
on a one-off thing with her. Um, yeah, he's my first like double 50 that I got, so I'm gonna say smash. Impregnate. He has too many emotional problems. I can't fix him.
An important
Yeah,
part of cooking is
she's
making
definitely
sure
someone
the
who would
ingredients
step on
absorb the
me. In
flavors in the
fact,
dish.
she would probably
To
kill
that
me
end, a
and
chef must be able to wield a
use me
knife
as her
with the
business.
same level of precision as a surgeon.
Yeah, only two. So
Practice
we
makes
have a few
perfect.
more to go. I think she would also kill me. Like it's like, yes, she could step on me, but I think she would kill me right afterwards, like a spider or something. So I'm afraid of her. I think she might be too like. I think I'm too stupid for her liking. She's a lawyer and she's very smart, and I don't think she would like me in that way. So no. Um, smash. Not interested. You know what? She's kind of cute. I smash. No, a child. Uh, mm, mm, I'd marry her. I know I would say like she's a step on me kind of girl, but she's very autistic, so I would probably marry
Even
an
the most
autismo. She's a
unassuming ingredients
100%
can
autismo,
produce
and
astounding flavor.
yeah, Miko is like her
But
like
unlocking that
handler
potential
basically.
takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open
Yeah, I'd let
mind.
her smash. I mean, I mean, step on me. I mean, uh, the thing is, like, she's a very nice gal. She is like cold on the outside, but soft, like mushy inside, you know. And but she is definitely, step on me on the outside, and I would let her step on me. I would marry her. She's my number one forever for the rest of my life. Yeah, well, that's what that I'm giving context. So I don't even know, fucking know. She's not. I don't even consider her Kenshin because there's some collaboration. I don't even remember what fucking game was that even. I don't even remember what it was. I would. He's housewife man kind of guy. So yeah, he's the perfect wife husband. If you know what I mean.
Know of any new orchestral pieces?
Um,
I like to swap out the background music in the
I don't
kitchen
think he
once
even
in a
know what.
while.
I don't think he
It's a
even
great way to
knows
find
what
new
sex is.
inspiration.
House husband. Yeah, yeah. He's like, you know, he's like a housewife, but a man. You know, I would be marrying a woman, but he's a man. You know how the same girl when girls say to men that when a man wants a girl that like acts like a man, like they drink beer and stuff, and then they tell them you want a man, so marry a man or something. So this is kind of like he acts like a woman, so I'm gonna call him a woman husband, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's a puppy. He's literally a puppy. I don't. I. He's so puppy. He's cute puppy. You know, he's kind of like the, arf arf. You know, like a dog that would bark for me and everything. Yeah, technically, yeah, he is Kokomi's comrade. He is like he is works under Kokomi, and they're like besties. And he's a good loyal dog to Kokomi, and very cute. But like, I would I'm not no. I mean, yes, there is like a dog role play, but like he is like mentally a dog. He's not role playing it. He's a good dog though. I would marry her. She's also very autistic. She's like extremely autistic. She's probably the most autistic girl in Genshin. No, I don't think we would hit off at all. Yeah, I would probably let her step on me, but she's kind of a meanie poo. Not interested. He has a sister complex. You don't want to touch Tisms? What? No, of the Tisms are Mary. I married a Tism. She's under the Mary. Yes, she would step on me.
Even the most
The most
unassuming
steppiest step of
ingredients can
them.
produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential
I
takes
feel
a
like she
keen
would.
sense of smell,
She's not
a
into that
refined
kind of
palate,
stuff,
and an
so
open mind.
she's also like Ito's clan, so. I don't really understand him, so no. No. Yes, he does. He has probably the biggest ears of them all, but um, he seems a little bit too child. She's not a child, but like she looks like a child, and she's also a complete goblin. He does not know what sex is. He does not know what it is.
An important part of cooking is
Yeah, she
making
can
sure
step
the
on me.
ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that
I
end,
would
a
marry
chef
her.
must be able to wield a knife with the same level
She's
of
very,
precision as a
very
surgeon.
passionate. A child.
Practice makes perfect.
Them. I mean, most of them look very cute. So I don't know. Like, I don't instantly think. If I see something cute, I don't instantly think smash. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. Okay. She is like constantly very sleepy. She's basically like me, so I don't think we could hit off in any way because we would also be like sleeping all the time. So it would be like we would be terrible for each other. Absolutely not. The same. You know what? I'm gonna put him right next to Shell with a mental problem. She's Granny Core and you know, no, I don't think she would be interested. Also not interested. I don't think he would be interested. He's very gay. He's like super gay with you know what? He can be right next to his husband. Absolutely a child, not interested. Yarr, yarr, meow, meow. A child. Yes, much. Is I'm gonna put it in for a tier. Child, child, child. No. Yeah. I would marry Farina probably. She's also very artistic. Not interested. Oh my god. Yeah, probably impregnate. What do you mean makes no sense? What makes no sense? Tell me what doesn't make sense.
Making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef
Yes,
must
I
be
would
able
smash.
to wield a knife with the same level of
My
precision
god,
as a surgeon.
yeah, I would let her step on me.
Makes perfect.
He looks like a child. I don't know if he wasn't. Yes, she would also step on me, absolutely. And her. The sleepy person, we would have nothing. Like, okay, imagine, you know, we would. She's so sleepy, she would make me more sleepy than I already am, and I'm already a very sleepy person. So imagine, like, we were doing stuff and we would just both fall asleep. How does that make any sense? It makes no sense, you know, in that way. Then sleep together. Yeah, but there's no tier for that, so. Oh, I would marry her because she's also very autistic. A child. Not interested. Um. Yes, Mash. She's like, I think she is an adult, but I'm not interested really. Definitely a child. Not interested.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce
impregnate.
Flavor. But unlocking that potential takes
yeah, Smash.
a keen sense of smell, a refined palate.
He's very autistic, but I think he's also very young and mentally, so it's called marriage. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll marry her and sleep with her for the rest of my life and fall into eternal slumber, like a fairy tale character. Um, I would be like besties with her, but I wouldn't like. Yeah, she's sexo, but like she's like the sexo bestie you would have, and you're such good besties, female besties. You know what I mean? That you wouldn't like. There wouldn't end up being anything lesbian there. Um. Yeah, smash. Her?
An important part of cooking is making
I
sure
would
the
probably marry
ingredients
her.
absorb
She's
the
a very
flavors in the dish.
nice
To
lady.
that end, a chef must
Her?
be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon.
Probably smash, yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Her? Impregnate. She's probably just a short, but like she's an adult, but I don't care. Yeah, she would step on me. For sure. Not interested. Her? I don't know yet. I don't know her story yet, so, but she would definitely probably step on me. Not interested. I have no idea who this character is. I got spoiled and I don't know who the fuck that is, so I'm gonna put her in. She stays here. She can't go. I don't know what the heck she is supposed to be. What is it? Guys, give me a sign if you guys are here. Hello, bell, 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 bell. Back in the day. Hello, everyone here? Because we're about to pull out. So this is my What is it? What does my impregnate say about me though? What does it say? What does it say? A goat? Do I just like curly haired girls or something? I don't know. What is a cat girl? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it says. Maybe it's because they all have nice thighs. Anyway. It says a lot about me. What does it say? What does it say? What did I say? What did I say? What does it say? You don't speak goat. Okay, shut your bitches up. Okay. Okay, I pull up at the barn.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor.
Okay, we did a smash
But
up pass with
unlocking
tension
that potential
characters.
takes a keen sense
I can
of
do a
smell,
hunky
a
one.
refined palate, and an open
Hunky
mind.
one later. Ant! Both Glorp and Ant. Both Glorp and Ant. Glorp is going to be Ant. Thank you. No. Okay. For Skirk, I was thinking. We're gonna go here because it's a spiral abyss, and she is like the abyss master. I'm gonna pull out better characters for this because like what the hell, what the hecky. Okay, different party. Who should we? Actually, I'm gonna create a new party for that. Party. Okay, so she gets to have my bestie Kokomi and I don't even know what I was trying to get out of it then. My favorite. I guess I'm gonna pull out a goat.
What are my orders?
And who would Skirk like? I'm gonna put out Farina, and she gets to have a free spot in the front line. Okay. Okay, apparently it doesn't work that way, so no, never mind. Okay, you guys ready? We're about to do Skirk pulls. We're doing Skirk pulls. Skirk pulls, everyone. Kokomi's out here. Wait, I gotta heal.
No touching.
Oh, Wait, that's the wrong button. My bad. We're gonna heal Karina a little. Okay. We're gonna pull with the Kokormi, because she's my best. Else, A smash, yes. Well, A is my wife, so. Okay, I have that already. Okay, guys, it's time to pull. We have a little bit of pity here. We already have a little bit of pity. So it is up to us if we're gonna win 50-50 or not. Pull! 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 Not pull, but I do gotta poo soon, so. That too, probably. Okay, you guys ready? Tenor. Okay, it's a Noi pull. Wait, I really want a 4-star. Yes! I wanted the new 4-star. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Another tenor. Whee! Are we gonna get a new character? Oh no, we got the Candace and nuts in your mouth. And second picking up okay, agent Noipo. Okay, we got a lot of cannons. What the heck? Cannons. Let me buy more wishes. Okay. Get more. Okay. This is Oipo. Well, we got what was his name? I forgot. Blah, blah, blah. Gets Oipo. Well, we got him again. That's nice. We got a constellation on him. Okay, we do have a last tenor. Last tenor. Let's hope it's a yellow. It's not a yellow. I'm a little angry. But we can buy more wishes here. More wishes. I forgot. We were probably like on 60 or 70 pity, so we're gonna be doing oneers. It's Blua. Blua, Blua, Blua. Blua, Blua, Blua. Blua, Blua, Blua. There's another Blua. What do you mean another Blua? Another Blua. Come on, last wish. Last wish. Come on. Come on. And this is my streamer luck. Let's go. So we're gonna do. Oh, we do have Dahlia, so we're gonna give him the constellation he got. What is this? Each time Dahlia gains one of his elemental persuade and possesses a bit in his deck, he will gain rid of. Okay, cool. That's good, I guess. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's because I got a new character. Cool. Let's see. Oh, I got that. And now we're gonna do the story quest because yeah. Oh, we got. Oh, I forgot about that. Cool, cool. Yeah. I don't really like pulling on stream because I have terrible luck in stream. So, we're gonna do the story quest now. Story quest. Story quest. Quest. Story quest. Where is she? There she is. Accept quest. Let's start with it. Navigate. Hi, what the heck are you?
You feeling okay? We've been traveling all over lately, so maybe you've come down with something. That's it. We're getting Baiju to check you over.
Baiju? Oh, damn. Where did I put Baiju in my tier list? Did I put him Smash? It's gonna be awkward if he finds out. We have the new Paimon English VA now. So, thankfully, I don't have to read out too much. Oh, Dahlia. Whoa. The boy. The boy. I think I had some leveling stuff for him. Level up.
Huh?
Oh. Oh. Why is he munching so loud? How dare he? We actually got a few blue wishes, so that's nice. Maybe we'll get a 4-star or something, and maybe we'll get an extra Orpal wish or something. I mean, wish from an Orpal is what I meant. Maybe. Oh, it is an Orpal. Oh, we actually did get an extra wish. Isn't that great? Maybe she doesn't like it when I wish her around the abyss. Maybe she thinks I'm like spitting on her or something. What? Oh my god! Is it? As I was saying previously. It ain't good. Ooh, what is this? Oh, another Diana. That means another wish. Yay. Playing hard to get Skirk is. I lost her earlier? What do you mean? I'm confused. Well, I hope I get her an early pity. Ooh. Wait, oh yeah, you mean like on the Smasher Pass? Yeah. Wow, it's not great to breeze. I wasn't looking for you, Jean. I don't want you to ever come back. I'm gonna move you to
Baiju
the
wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
The back rooms! Ah!
Okay, thanks. We'll head on through.
Okay. Getting sent to the back rooms. Okay. Goodbye. You guys will never see me again. Looks like we have a special guest.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink. And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
Yeah. Oh, is Demi prone to sickness? I find it surprising.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Come forth.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, Traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain.
And yet, I do feel like something is off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
I've seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, a good night's sleep, and a good meal will do you a world of good.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
Still, we're not experts in this kind of thing. I say, we should strongly consider calling in a specialist as soon as possible.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Whisper betwixt stars and night. Whoa. Whoa. Take a rest in the back rooms. Alright. We're going to the back rooms. Honk, shoo, 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 shoo. Honk, shoo, 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 shoo. Where am I? There's a thick fog covering my field of vision. This feels more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real life. My breath freezes in my throat before I can even exhale it. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight. And worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Oh! Ah! Oof! What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back. But there's no blood. There's a strange light coming from the wound, and I see this familiar-looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me. Dun, dun, dun.
Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up!
Those were some heavy eye blinks. They were making like feather sounds.
For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
Paimon.
A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? All right, let Paimon take a look.
I scratched myself in my sleep.
Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare?
Another nightmare.
Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on, Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Yummy! Paimon will treat me to something yummy! What is it that I'm being treated with? I hope it's horseradish. Dun, 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 dun. You and Paimon head to One Min restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes to cheer you up. Okay. Yummy, yummy, yum. Yummy, yum, yum.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there.
Yeah, I was.
Then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
I don't know what to make of it either.
Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up.
Yeah, Paimon, beat him up!
Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Yeah. Gotcha. Paimon's smile has a way of putting me at ease. But what I saw is still bothering me. The dream was so chilling, and it almost feels like there's something watching me from some corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague itching. Aching. Almost as if deep underneath the flesh, something is...
Something is missing?
Good?
Did you just say something?
You heard it too.
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
What the... Wait! Paimon remembers you! You're Child's master!
Squirk?
Orc?
Orc? Or...
Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right?
Yeah.
But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all
shrimps.
places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Hocus pocus.
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
You! I'll take a glass of wine!
Hmm? Oh, of course. Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
Give that girl a
At the
rest.
end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, the choice is yours. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
Oh shit, we're on time limit? What do you know about this
I
situation?
was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul
Notice
is
me,
damaged,
senpai.
and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Neither of those things sound good.
Skirk seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strength, I bet she can tell what happened to me. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think, Paimon?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not on short notice.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do.
At least she knows how to count.
Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw was a dark space shrouded in dense fog that wouldn't disperse. You gave Skirk a brief description of your dream.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am,
Ma'am?
can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here.
Really?
Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
She disappeared. You and Paimon quickly finish your meal and go settle the bill.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only two of you at that table.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill.
Dun
Come
dun
again
dun. Chef Mao, check please.
soon. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real.
Oh,
Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Guili Plains, right?
Guili Plains. And we head to the Guili Plains. That's here. Okay. Really? Cuida.
Let's move out.
And what is the audience passive? And oh, it's the speed between 6 and 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Whoa, what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh, looks like they're collecting something.
They're farming.
Oh,
And she said, let's go check it out. Oh shit!
Thrust and leave him. Access
Just like
denied.
that? Okay. Good thing I had Kokomi on me, because he heals everyone in the party.
So, this is what they were collecting. It looks kinda like...
God remains?
Yeah. What is going on here?
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world.
Impact.
Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains.
She mentioned impact.
Gods are the
she
most common
said the
example
thing.
of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
Why is Paimon just like sniffing her? Like she's like she's so up close to her. She's like yeah. That's what she's like right now. Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Well,
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
solid. After you left the restaurant?
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
Oh.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, can we please get back on track?
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot, so it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
Cool.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean... the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
That's normal.
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation.
Oh, constellations like the
Yet now,
characters have.
stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
But why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other.
Oh.
You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Thank you.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all.
It's only
You
business.
would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yay! We're going into a weird portal.
Yeesh. You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope. She's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So
cold.
cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Hey, Paimon, you don't have to be that evil.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got.
She can probably hear everything she's saying. Well. Well.
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
Maybe she's trying to reference like Frosty the Snowman or something. I have no idea. But what does the lavender melon have to do with that? I don't know. It seems more like somewhere in the abyss.
It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to
When do I get to
investigate
eat
that place
Paimon?
you saw.
God, I wish I could do
The
it
one
now.
full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog.
I mean, I guess the only time I will be able to eat Paimon is if I have nothing else to eat. And I'm sure that's what we agreed upon.
Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Do you plan to learn?
I'm kind of at odds with the abyss.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option.
What's this?
A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when you fall asleep.
Oh my god, we're gonna be astral projecting.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Why do I feel like I'm about to get like text scammed? Like she's like an Indian man who's trying to access my computer through like a software that can control my computer, and she's like, "Yeah, trust me, bro. It's all good. I can like we'll be able to see the same screen and everything, and all you have to do is pay a bunch of things for the subscription. Thank you."
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
So all I need to do is wait.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our
Senior.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're
Oh.
already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you.
Oh shit.
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Okay, dokie.
She moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her.
My Paimon, you barely had to do anything.
So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh,
Wow.
feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Time for some training, yay. Fear us.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting.
Well, I'm gonna have my own school of fighting.
To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from.
What do you mean I can't go up to a woman and hit them like that? She wants me to hit her, I think.
Improving
I
your
assume.
sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. You need to do some
Understood.
introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work.
You see those boing boings? Me too.
Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
Yeah, I want to know how to swoosh and
One
open a
day,
tunnel.
You'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
just cheat like that? Cool.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
900? You're jorking my shit, right? Wow. Well.
Stay calm. Use your head.
Yeah, they actually
You
should
have
have
to
made
keep
me
it
do
together.
900. That's like, that's just absurd that it didn't. What? Yeah. Yeah, 47. Yeah, it would have been the true gacha gameplay, true. Amazing. This is transforming my whole view of sword work. I'm using the same techniques as ever, but now they're having different effects. It's as if I've unlocked a hidden door in my mind, and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. In my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I made in Tibet. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I have come to know. Wow, by the power of friendship.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take
Emptiness.
that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind.
Oh my god.
This is the only path to true
This is the
growth.
anime, like, battle learning scene.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
Oh my god, he doesn't have a voice line. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah. My sword style, my journey. Yeah, it's the training arc. Me, 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 me.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop.
Bro, my mind's already empty, don't worry about
Stay
it.
in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I am the bone of my sword. I'm in the zone. Limitless power is surging through me. Yeah! You slash and swipe till you've exhausted every ounce of your energy. Da.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel?
I'm fighting to keep my eyes open.
As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, where's my meal?
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
Go to the makeshift camp and rest. Okay, okay. Is this also Nimbus or? Yeah, it is. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. It's rectal. Hmm? Blanc, blanc, blanc. Blanc. What is this place? Have I been pulled back into that place again? But Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep. So why am I back here? No, on closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine. If this is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What the fuck is that? What a strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow. Might as well see where it leads. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. It's kinda cute. I can't hit it. I know you guys would have wanted to know if I can, but I can't. It doesn't let me. Whoa, Glubia.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Oh my god, it's the piss blob.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Cool.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Bye!
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Dinner. I'm out. What do I mean by that? The weather's wonderful today.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
What's this blubber? Huh? What's over there? Huh? Something's going on?
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what
It's Kool-Aid
we
Man.
have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
What was that?
You're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Okay.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think?
Training Arc Part 2.
No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
Of course she is. Of course she is. When do I get to grab a bite, though? I'm ready to start.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
A different source of power?
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
But there's something familiar about the power you use.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
I have the ability to purify abyssal power.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear.
I suck it in. What are you trying to say?
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit.
Pick yourself up.
And then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace.
Interesting.
Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade!
Oh, help ball.
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Prepare to be blown away!
Here to be blown away. Wow. You train elemental powers one by one, ending with Hydro.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Oh. What the?
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
well. Oh, okay.
Water jet! Ha! Ha!
Along my journey, I've gained different elemental abilities, but I've never trained them all at once like this.
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as the wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me, sometimes as peaceful as flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling me for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. What? Lord?
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
How long has it been this time?
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Why do I have to like teleport between those? Oh, Paimon's already asleep. This place again. Did you bring me here? No response. The strange creature just floated away. What is that thing? What is it doing in Skirk's inner world? And where is it taking me this time? More Glorbos.
What is the secret to power? Longing. Hatred. Self-preservation. No. It is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
So I should burn down their homes? Oh, it hurts. Daddy, Mommy. Where?
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift this sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset.
I can't breathe.
good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, master.
The dream is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? What has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are.
Training Arc
So,
Part 3.
wanna head over now? Or did you wanna wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her.
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities.
It's all thanks to your guidance.
That's only part of it.
2 streams in one day.
Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than
This
I
is the
ever
first
could.
stream of the day. Huh? And hi, Harold.
Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure.
Oh, you
You
should have
must be
think
able
twice.
to
That's
think
weird.
rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block.
I am streaming on YouTube at the same time, yeah. So I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch.
Ready?
Ready? Yes.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
Oh.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain.
I gotta do.
Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me, but you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same.
Bro, I'm different.
Let's
yeah,
begin.
I'm different.
Try to use reason
I'm
over
built
emotion.
different, but wrong.
Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive.
I'm like one of those fucked up robots from the Robots movie.
Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet!
Wahahaha.
Go!
Oh. Uh-oh. Whoop, whoop. Up, 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 up. Boom! Meow. Oh shit, those things are. Ah! How am I supposed to get them? I can't. Because my shit is on cooldown. Can I do this? I can. Yeah. Alright, good luck, Harold. Have fun. Thanks for dropping by.
Not bad.
Wow. Whoa.
Better than I
Chill,
expected.
bro. Don't need to drop that on me. It's not easy to control my emotions. The battle is overwhelming, but if I can just focus all of my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotions take a backseat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus. Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went through this kind of training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Skirk is right. Now that I've stopped, all the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Yay! She gave me a treasure box. I got the treasure from her. Well. Me. Rock-a-bye, baby, dream all the night. Oh, do da do da do do. Another sleepy. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world. I don't see that strange creature this time, but I think I can navigate this space on my own now, even without it, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around here while I wait. Take a look around.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
hurt you, dummy.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world? Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. Although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Huh? The dream is over. I can hear the crackling of fire in the distance, and there's a fragrant aroma in there. Grilled meat.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you!
Yeah, I'm starving.
Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in!
So you're best friends now?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
You dig in and make quick work of the food.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
That was a lot faster than I expected.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
After spending time in Skirk's inner world and witnessing her memories, there's so many questions I could ask. But the most important one is, are you really from Tevat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but while we were dream mirroring, I think I saw your memories. This is the first time I've seen Skirks break her composure. I guess this really took her by the
I
surprise.
knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. And in fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, on my first time there, that was all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Tivat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
Skirk's goal is to defeat the foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Huh. Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers.
Well, your last question.
You know Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That was a calm and calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child and nothing to do with her. But what does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. The domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived in Tivat, and even longer after than if you account for how slowly time passes in here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
In all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looks down on the weak? I doubt she'd give a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her as well.
Freaking baby, yeah. Call me, call me.
Time to go. Oh, finally.
Go where the culprit is hiding. Where is it hiding?
Whoa.
Okay. Where are we exactly going? No, that's what I'm asking, Paimon.
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. Take us to
Whoa,
where he's
there's thunder going. That's crazy, dude. Scary. I have here. Spend a total of 500,000. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's move out. Wait. This is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from
I
here,
caught it.
we'll be able to reach that place from your dream.
I knew Chasm would have something to do with this.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
Let's teach this thief a
All
lesson.
right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Okay. My training. I got it. Okay. Ooh.
Another star goes out!
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this. Bombs away!
Extinguished! Mine to wield. Hey, what are you two doing? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
I don't know if I'm supposed to like attack those or just like dodge them. Probably dodge them then. Yeah. Or that training for what?
Looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
But she has a different outfit on. If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from the wound back then, yes, I can sense something and it's nearby. But I can't tell the exact location.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Oh, just evading. Okay. my god, is this fate? They're gonna.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Oh, bug. Precious bows. Well.
There. I got it back.
Me when I retrieved the ball
Traveler! Skirk!
that the neighbor's kid kicked in my yard.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power, whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target?
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this.
I like how I asked if that was fate, like the series, and she's like, yeah, call it fate.
In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost. I'll cope.
Same.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer.
He's edging.
Still.
Ugh.
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process some of her power was stolen. The culprit is hiding somewhere behind the fog, and I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Go.
Oh. Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Woo. Woo. anus is clenching. Oh my god! I got fucking stuck in fucking rocks, bro!
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place.
Lord.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
With its power, he even managed to steal from you, of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, hearing you say the foul definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end.
Wow.
Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
What if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity.
Fair enough. Then take this.
Weed.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
I know. Why you the doctor?
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baishu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
I forgot Nahida has like the passive, like when she uses E. Your E on like plants and stuff, she can like pick them up from the distance. Yeah.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little,
Told you so.
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Yeah, I guess you did.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start, but things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so what do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Oh, you. Skirk is stubborn. Even if I try to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon is right. Skirk will stop and take a break once she gets tired. I hope. I should just get some sleep. Skirt? Of course she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Huh? Something seems off with her, though.
Quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one around. Unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she could just talk to us.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Recovered your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you.
No, I think the problem's with me.
Don't.
I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
2 days.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
No idea.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
BRB. Skirk looks so serene. Almost like she really is asleep. You again? This place feels familiar, but where am I exactly? There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here. It is broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breakpoint. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes. Almost as if... Did you bring me here?
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
So you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this. Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
Why are there so many cliffs and waterfalls?
You noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see. So it was this Sortologi who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. And since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. But it's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
This looks like a coastline. Huh? I recognize the drawing on the sand. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories?
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet, like meteors. You both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Why? If I think about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened in one main restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen child in years either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more. No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Why would you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus, pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
That figure next to Skirk looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against all-devouring narwhal.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul, Sertologi, looked like at one point in time.
At one point in time?
As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think that Sertologi and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and child. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Sertologi told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant. But I still don't understand why Sertologi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertologi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it first. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
Like we're in Infinimia. This must be Skirk when she was a kid.
You've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertologi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you. It has been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee.
Why does it decide to look so caked up?
I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void.
Yes, Master. From
Yes,
that
Master.
day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue. After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So the Surdology saved Skirk from disaster when she was a child and never ever tried to hide his ulterior motive. I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Surdology's final words to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
What the hecky?
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
Yay.
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end. It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality. No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door.
The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path. If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
Why did those people destroy her homeland?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
A threat?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
Just because of a speculation.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Now I see why Sertology's start is such a terrifying prospect for her.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment.
Then you must
Her
be...
suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses. Emotions like kindness and empathy. And what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints to come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
This doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true, Strike.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land, but that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
But he intends to face you in a battle one day.
I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Because if we want to build the world both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we do all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. There's nothing else to do. Should I leave? Don't leave yet. Did I see? For a moment, I thought I saw like the fishing symbol. Yeah, no. Would be cool if I could fish here. Skirk gazes into distant sky.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like?
Looks like your strength is back.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay. So, Paimon feels like she's missing some important context. But, whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
3 of you enjoy the snacks.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally.
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Good lord. Level 103. And good here. I remember this place a little. I think there was a story quest or something that happened there. I don't really remember necessarily what it was about. Oh, oof. Look at me, what are you doing? Big orb.
The fog is gone!
Oh, there he is.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
That's Skirk's master.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, the closer Paimon looks, the more intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. What?
Let's teach this guy a lesson. Okay.
Go! Yeah!
Mind to wield.
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
What was it supposed to do? Does it let me hit it? Oh.
Water jet!
Annihilate.
God damn it. I'm out of stamina.
Extinguish. Mind to wield.
Next phase, ain't it? Not this again. Watch out.
Haven't had enough of my power.
Sends floor boss. Yeah.
then. Let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So, you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend of your master and one of his followers. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago.
Whoa.
I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I'd actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his, and at some point,
I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day, and we can spar like we used to.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality, and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe, and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours will be.
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sertologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture! How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal. To complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his call. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Well.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the... I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Skofnunger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
That's finally over.
Oh, it left me a chest here.
Let's get out of here.
Gaze into the distant sky. Let's go.
been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Skafnungur stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappeared, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the Traveler always finds a way. Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, she always finds a way to make it better. If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three. We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
When will we meet again?
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Of course, Master.
If that's what you want to call me, I won't object.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye!
Hi!
Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanmin Restaurant, it's about time you return the favor.
Fine. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Whoa, I got a bunch of stuff actually. Whoa. Whoa, she gave me a guitar. And, training review? What? Oh, what? Oh, it gives me stuff. That's cool. That's cool. What else was it there in there? Forgot I had these. Yeah. Oh. See, it's her stuff. See. Cool. See. Cool.
To survive hardship,
Oh, I forgot I get rewards for that too.
you must prepare for
I
hardship.
think I can swap to my friendship XP party. There we go. Go play my rewards in Fontaina because I want to do Fontaina. Oh, that was cool.
Add Astra. Thank you for
That was a sweet story.
Add Astra.
Let's see. Battle pass. Oops, that's not what I meant to click. Oh, I got one wish. Yay. Cool. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh, nice. I can see the blossoms now. That's good, because I always have to chase them around. I didn't want to do that. We'll get one wish. Let's see what one wish gives us. And then I will finish up stream. Yeah, and then we'll see again on Friday. Let's do this wish here now. Unfortunately, but this blue was to be expected. Have anything else to do? I guess I could pick up those things, but it's not that. That's too important right now. Got that thing exists there. Yeah, I will pick anything up soon. Yes. If I remember what I was gonna do though. Don't remember. What was I gonna do? Oh well, I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Okay, guys. Guess what? We'll see you again on Friday. We'll see. Let's see what we have planned for Friday soon. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and enjoying some Genjings with us. And yeah, I love you guys. And